As we move towards our church-wide fast, I hope this is a good reminder for you. Fasting isn't about getting God to do something for you. Meaning, the Christian life is not primarily transactional. It's not like going to Walmart and getting milk and eggs and then you pay for it. In other words, we don't do things so that God will then give us what we've earned. We don't get things from God because we've earned it, made a way for it, or obeyed ourselves into His good graces. No. God is intrinsically generous and kind and gracious to His sons and daughters. Now, in the same way that if you have kids or grandkids or nieces and nephews, then they don't have to beg you for breakfast. No, you're more than happy to meet their needs and remind them of unending provision over their lives, simply because they're yours. Meaning, if there's any transaction we can hold on to, it's not ours. It's the transaction of Jesus and our sin. Meaning, in Jesus' work on the cross, He takes our sin and shame and guilt, and then He gives us His righteousness and sonship. And that reality is at the heart of the gospel. But at the very same time, the Christian life is defined and grows by and thrives in our communion and abiding with Him. And this is why we're so passionate about you joining with us this year in our fast. Because on one hand, we can say with confidence, there's nothing we can do to back God into a corner. Psalm 115 says, the Lord is in the heavens. He does whatever He pleases. But at the same time, we all have circumstances in our life in which we need a turnaround. We need a breakthrough. And in some real way, fasting and prayer unlocks something. Fasting, it changes things. I think about the kind of intensity Jesus tells us to have when He shares the parable of the persistent widow in Luke 18. He says, and there was a widow in that city who kept coming to Him and saying, give me justice against my adversary. For a while He refused, but afterwards He said to himself, though I neither fear God nor respect man, yet because this widow keeps bothering me, I will give her justice so that she will not beat me down by her continual coming. And the Lord said, hear what the unrighteous judge says. And will not God give justice to His elect who cry to Him day and night? Will He delay long over them? I tell you, He will give justice to them speedily. Nevertheless, when the Son of Man comes, will He find faith on the earth? So as we fast and pray, we're counting on the character of our God, His unwavering grace towards us, and at the same time to answer us in moments of crisis when we cry out to Him day and night.